All right, so let's look at Hyselin and what's her face? Cyridra. Let's look at their animations and get a quick look at their kits. But let's start with Hyselin's because she's gonna be phase 1. We'll look at their animations and then we'll go over their kits. Aw, dude, she looks so cool. As of right now, she makes peak triple dot go burr. Like it's absolutely insane what her talent does. Is that a seashell by the seashore? She sells she sells. Damn it. She sells fuck, I can't. Damn it. Dude, she's so pretty. Whose model does she is she using Kafka's model, I think? Yeah. No, that's the Kafka Black Swan model, I believe. I really hope they do what Genshin did, and this is one of the few things I'll give Genshin credit for, is they started using more unique models. You know, give us a Varessa model where she's like, you know, short but plump as fuck. Like, she's kind of caked up, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't say no to that. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cool. The after effect of the slash is insanely good. She uses her sword as the string thing, I think. Is that an attack? Do we have to debate between that and Kafka's? Oh, that her basic looks so sick. Get her skill. Oh my god. This is so cool. Whoa. And then she sets up a field. Okay. I wonder what this field does. Okay. So that's Hyselin's. Very insanely cool animations. Let's check out Cyridra. I don't know how to say her name. I like her crown has a little flame. And I think that's really cute. Her outfit, her design is a lot cooler than I thought. But I didn't really pay attention to her because I was too busy tweaking over Hyselin's. Oh, of course she's a chess lady. Someone's gonna be her pawn and get promoted. And she's a harmony unit. I'm sure that's what it's gonna be. Oh, look, I think that's a rook on the side right here. I think that's a rook. I could be wrong. I don't know chess pieces. I'm just saying. The only time I know them is from high school DD. So shows how much I actually pay attention to chess. Okay, let's just get into. Wait, what? Oh, is that a rook? Actually, I have no idea. Get a little too ahead of myself. Oh, it's a pawn. That's cool that her whole gimmick is like chess. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, that's an ultimate. Is that her ultimate or that can't be her skill? Yeah, that had to have been her ultimate, right? No, that was her skill. That skill looks insane, by the way. Roboshan. Okay, now they're king or something. Okay, this is the ultimate. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, no, that looks insane, by the way. They both look incredible. But let's start with Heisland's kit. So we're gonna ignore the basic because it's the same throughout for everyone. So base for her skill, it's an AoE. Base chance to increase damage taken by all ally enemies for 3 turns. So it's full AoE. It's not just blast, which is important, by the way. Lasting for 3 turns while dealing physical damage equal to her attack because she's a physical nihility. So her ultimate deploys a zone that reduces the enemy target's attack by 15% and defense by 25% and deals physical damage equal to 300% of her attack to all enemies. Whenever an enemy target within the zone takes damage from Dot, that deals physical damage equal to 80% of her attack, of Heisland's attack to them. This damage cannot be repeatedly triggered, or this damage cannot repeatedly trigger this effect. That's probably important just so people don't think it infinitely triggers, because then all it would take is, oh, you took 1 dot damage, you're just gonna dead. It can be triggered up to 8 times at the start of each turn or within 1 action of any target. Any target, any ally target that's specifying Kafka, basically. Zone lasts for 3 turns, and then it's the whole, like, at the start of her turn, it goes down by 1. Talent. This is where she gets insane, chat. When using a basic attack, skill, or ultimate, there is a 100% base chance to inflict wind shear, bleed, burn, or shock on the enemy target, prioritizing to inflict different states. So she can apply anything that isn't already there. That is fucking awesome. Under the wind shear, burn, shock state, at the start of each turn, the enemy takes wind, fire, lightning dot equal to 25% of Heisland's attack for 2 turns. Under the bleed state, at the start of each turn, the enemy target takes physical dot equal to 20% of their max HP. Okay, so it's just saying, oh, dot does the bleed, because bleed scales off the HP. Bleed scales off the max HP, so it's better. That's why bleed is the best dot. Okay, so that's just specifying the difference. All right, so that is. Oh man, this is absurd. I love it so much. Oh, I love me my dot. Pair this with Kafka's buffs. Ooh, I'm eating good, dude. I'm gonna have to start skipping meals because Hoyover is feeding me too well with dot. And then her technique. After using the technique, create a special dimension that lasts for 20 seconds and automatically moves forward. Oh, so it's not an attack. Enemies within the special dimension enter the enraptured state. Rapture? She's water, and her technique uses enrapture. Is she just a Bioshock reference? Enemies in the enraptured state will not attack Heisland's and will follow the dimension while it persists. After entering battle with enemies in the enraptured state, there's a 100% base chance for each enemy to inflict with 2 of the following states. That is the same as Heisland's talent effects: wind shear, bleed, burn, shock. Only 1 dimension effect. Oh, that's so cool. Her ascension traces. 1. For every 10% of Heisland's effect hit rate that exceeds 60%, increases her damage by 15%, up to 90%. Notice how it specifies damage. Because, yeah, so it buffs all the dots, basically, that she can deal, that allows her to follow up. Like, it's mainly focusing on her ultimate right here, is why that's super important. But this is, fucking crazy as well. For Ascension 2, when other allies perform attacks, Heisland has 100% base chance to inflict the enemy target with one of the same states as Heisland's talent. So any ally attacking can inflict a dot. That means you don't really have to run Black Swan anymore. Oh, but I'm gonna run her anyways. That is absurd. They're basically power creeping Black Swan First of all, fuck them for that. But also, like, triple dot's just going to be crazy then. Her Ascension 3. At the start of combat, Hyceland creates a zone with the same effect as her ultimate. So she just uses her ultimate for free at the start of the... Imagine Ruan Mei getting her ultimate immediately off rip just for entering battle with Super Break. That would be broken. It's not broken because it's Dot. But dude, Dot is eating so fucking good. Like, insert Minecraft eating noises in the video editor shit. Like, just nom 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 nom. Yeah, but that's with her technique though. She has to use her technique. This is just, oh, you leveled her up. Get your ultimate for free. Have 100% uptime on your ultimate. Yeah, it's her Ascension trace. It's literally just there. At the start of combat, Hyceland creates a zone with the same effect as her ultimate for 3 turns. She just gets her ultimate for entering. She is broken. She is broken. And I say broken because Dot's gonna go brrr, like the second it comes out. It's fucking dumb. I'm popping off, dude. It is insane. Let's go over, and then her Ascension stats are actually broken. Nutty because they're all just pure value. Attack percent, speed, and effect hit rate. Absolutely insane. Her Eidolons, we're gonna skip over her E3 and 5 because they all do the same shit. It's just trace or talent trace buffs. There we go. When using her E1, when using ultimate, if the enemy target is currently afflicted with dots, immediately deals 150% of the original dot damage. When Hyceland deploys a zone, recover 1 skill point. This is broken already. Like, this is uber broken with her third Ascension trace because it's effectively starting out with 4 skill points. Guys, I might have to skip. I might just go for E0 S1 of Saber and just go straight for E1 S1 Hyceland's. And then when the zone is active, for her E2, when the zone is active, reduce all type res of all enemies by 20. So she replaces Ruan Mei. The main reason you use Ruan Mei is for the speed and the all type res, like just the damage multiplier that she gives. She basically makes Ruan Mei not necessary. So you can just run triple dot if you really want to, if you're going to be cool as fuck like I am. And then her E4, when zone is active, damage boost from the effect of the trace Strings of Pearl applies to all allies. Oh, she gives a 90% damage. Oh man. I'm gonna have to calculate how much damage she needs. You're gonna want 150% effect hit rate if I remember, if my mental math is correct. And then her E6, zone is enhanced. There. Hyceland's physical dot effect trigger count increases by 4, so 12. When Hyceland inflicts wind shear, bleed, burn, shock state on enemies through talent or trace, bubble of grandeur, there's 100% base chance to additionally inflict a wind shear, bleed, burn, shock state that is individually calculated. Oh my god, dude. Honestly, like, this is awesome, right? It is insane. I really feel like it just, I feel like her E4 is more insane in my opinion. Like, don't get it twisted. E6 is insane. It always is going to be, but this one just feels way cooler. This one just feels better because it's buffing everybody's damage. You're going to want to, for gear, you're going to want to have the 4-piece dot set. I think it's Prisoner. I think it's called something Prisoner. And then you're going to want to use the new dot planar set. Yeah, Prisoner, Deep Confinement, and Revelry. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, don't even consider this shit. You just want this. Don't even consider anything less for the dot queen. The dot queens. Good things always come in 3, and Hyceland's is the 3rd dot mommy. Let's go over her light cone. Why does the ocean sing? Solo. Increases the wearer's effect hit rate by 40%. Standard. When the wearer's hits an enemy with a basic attack, skill, or ultimate, has 80% chance to inflict the enthrallment state for 3 turns. Effects of the same type cannot stack. While in enthrallment state, each debuff applied to the wearer increases dot taken by 5%, stacking up to 6 times. When attacked by an allied target, increase the attacker's speed by 10% for 3 turns. Oh my god, and she gives the team speed. Dude, getting her E1, S1, or E2, S1 just completely invalidates Ruanmei. But that's also E2, S1 for one character to invalidate an additional character. Or a free character, technically. Absolutely fucking insane. Pardon my language. Now let's look at Cyrydra, the Wind Harmony unit, the Bronya killer. Basic attack is basic, grants military merit to one designated allied character, and gives Cyrydra 1 point of charge. Maximum charge is 8 points. When charge reaches 6 points, military merit upgrades to nobility and dispels their crowd control debuff. Characters with nobility gain 72% crit damage, boost for skill damage, and it trigger a coup de main when using their skill on enemies. After coup de main ends, consume 6 charge points to revert nobility back to military merit. Ultimate gains 2 charge, deals wind damage, scaling off her attack to all enemies. If there's no characters with military merit, prioritize granting military merit to the character in the first position of the team lineup. Which, by the way, I really like the fact that they are slowly kind of leaning into making team position more important. Like, for example, Silver Wolf, one of her buffs is the fact that her weakness implant prioritizes the person in your first spot element. So you can have lightning and then 3 quantum, and it could be a non-quantum or lightning weak enemy, and it will prioritize implanting the lightning over the quantum. So I do like that because it allows you, it makes you think about your team placement for consistency for stuff like this. And then her talent, characters with military merit, increased attack equal to 24% of her attack. When characters use basic attack or skill, Cyrydra gains a charge. Charge cannot be gained while in coup de main. Is in effect, military merit only takes effect the most recently affected target. When the target changes, Cyrydra's charge is reset to 0. That kind of sucks, actually, that it just resets if you have to switch targets, maybe. So for her technique, after using the technique, gains military merit. When switching active characters, military merit transfers to the current active character. At the start of the next battle, the skill will automatically be used on the character holding military merit once without consuming skill. That's actually really cool. Again, making you think about the order in which you sequence your stuff. For ascension traces, first one, when using skill, increase speed of this unit and the teammate with military merit by 20 for 3 turns. When the character with military merit uses basic attack or skill, Cyrydra gains 5 energy. I assume this is also multiplicative of, or is affected by energy regen, as it usually is. Brother increases crit rate by 100%. When her charge is less than maximum, when a character with military merit uses their ultimate for the first time, Cyrydra gains 1 point of charge. This effect can only be triggered once per battle. When Cyrydra's attack is greater than 2,000, for every 100 points of attack exceeded, increase the crit damage by 18% up to a maximum of 360%. That is absurd. I'm not even going to try and figure that out. And then her stat bonuses are pretty good. I'm glad to see that attack in there. Let's check out Eidolons. Her E1. Again, we're going to be skipping E3 and 5 because it doesn't matter. All right. E1. Characters with military merit ignore 15% of the target's defense when dealing damage, while in nobility state additionally ignores 18% when dealing skill damage. Hey, I wonder if it applies to summons. If it applies to memo sprites, maybe. King Yuen's support, maybe. And then her, okay, so her E2. Characters with military merit deal 40% more damage. Holy shit. When there are teammates with military merit on the field, increases Cyrydra's damage by 160%. That's pretty crazy, actually. For E4, increases ultimate damage by multiplier by 240%. So it's a 480 damage multiplier. Interesting. So they do want her to do damage, I guess. When characters with military merit gain Or characters with military merit gain 20% all type res pen. Insane. Hydras deal additional instance of wind damage equal to 360% of her attack when they use an attack. This can be triggered up to 20 times, and the trigger count resets whenever Sidra uses her ultimate. When an ally uses with military merit, this Sidra gains 120 or 20% all type res pen. So they basically E6 makes her a sub DPS. Basically. Honestly, maybe I'm not getting it, but I kind of wish she, as much as I would hate that they would power creep Bronya, I kind of wish she just had like this. Once she filled out her stacks, she gave that ally an additional turn, because that would be such great support for E2 plus Acheron. Oh, yep. And then of course she wants the Sacerdos revived ordeal, and then Lashaka. That makes a lot of sense. Eagle of Twilight also makes sense too, honestly. And then I know why, I get why they don't use Von Whack, because her talent or her technique already does that. Already doesn't make it matter. She seems really cool. I love her animations. 3-point X is doing absolutely phenomenal with the animation power creep, and I kind of hate it, not gonna lie. Okay, her light cone. Era engraved by golden blood. Conqueror. Increases the wearer's attack by 64%. That's an absurd amount, by the way. After using an ultimate, recover 1 skill point. Also, kind of fucking nutty. Whenever the wearer uses their skill on an ally character, increases damage dealt by target. Holy shit, that's insane. Let me read her kit one more time. She sounds insane. Maybe I'm just being dumb, and I'm just too gassed up by a Hyselin, but I'm not getting. I feel like I'm just missing something from Cyredra's kit. Honestly, Cyredra's going to be insane. She's a limited harmony unit, worth the pickup. I'm going to make a video talking more about Hyselin later as well. This is just a very surface level, me kind of hopped up on Mountain Dew analysis, because it's fresh, just like my need for Dot to come back. Luckily, I have a bunch of pieces of this set, because the prisoner seat set is the set I have the most time farming and starting. And then on tomorrow night, by the way, because I'll have this, or tonight, because I'll have this up today, Tuesday, I will be spending the entire night pulling Fate collab. And then I have over 30 fuel I will be using specifically to farm this planner set. So make sure to be there. Check me out on twitch.tv/Shimpone_, or, you know, right here, I'll be dual streaming here as well for that. If you want to be a part of that, just to see me scream at the horrible RNG for my planner sets that I need to rebuild for Kafka and Black Swan and Hyselin. So I need at least 3 sets of Revelry, and I should have a good enough set for Prison for now, but we'll get back to that. But anyways, if you like that, let me know. Also let me know who you're interested in pulling for between Hyselin and or Cyredra. If I'm saying that right, let me know. Make fun of me in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.